Have you ever wondered why some families stay wealthy for generations while others struggle paycheck to paycheck? The secret isn't always working harder or earning more. It's understanding money in a way most people never do. Today, we're going to uncover how life insurance combined with a strategy called infinite banking can be the real game changer for building lasting wealth. Most of us grow up learning that saving money is the key to security. We're taught to work, save, invest in stocks or real estate, and hope that one day we'll be financially free. But there's a hidden trap many people fall into. Even if you save and invest wisely, taxes, interest, and financial mistakes can silently take a huge portion of your money. You could be working hard all your life, yet not leaving much for your children or grandchildren. The middle class often focuses on what we call outside money, loans from banks, credit cards, or mortgages. You borrow money, pay interest, and eventually the bank ends up making more off you than you make off yourself. That's the system most people are stuck in. But what if you could flip this system entirely? What if you could make money work for you instead of the banks? When most people hear life insurance, they think of it as a safety net for their family if something happens to them. And yes, that's true. But life insurance, especially certain types like whole life insurance, is much more than just protection. It can be the foundation of building wealth that grows, is accessible, and can be passed on for generations. Here's why. Some life insurance policies have a feature called cash value. Think of it like a hidden savings account inside your policy that grows over time, tax-free. You don't just get death benefits. You get a pool of money that belongs to you while you're alive. And here's the magic. It grows steadily, is guaranteed, and can even pay dividends. Now, let's talk about infinite banking. Infinite banking is a strategy that allows you to borrow money from your life insurance cash value instead of going to a traditional bank. Imagine this. Instead of paying interest to a bank on a car loan, a business loan, or even your children's education, you borrow money from your own policy. You pay yourself back with interest, not a bank. This is a huge shift in mindset. Banks make money from your money, and with infinite banking, you take that money back into your own hands. It's like creating your personal financial ecosystem where every dollar you earn can be reused, recycled, and multiplied. Infinite Banking Strategy Review, link below. You might be thinking, this sounds complicated. How does it actually work? Let's break it down. Build cash value. First, you start a whole life insurance policy and pay your premiums. A portion of this money goes into your cash value, which grows over time. Borrow against it. When you need cash, whether for a car, house, business, or emergency, you take a loan against your policy. No credit checks, no complicated bank approvals. Pay yourself back. You repay the loan with interest, but here's the twist. The interest goes back into your policy, so it's basically your money growing faster. Repeat the process. You can keep borrowing and repaying, creating a continuous cycle of self-financing. Over time, this strategy allows your money to grow while giving you access to it whenever you need it. Unlike traditional investments, where selling assets can trigger taxes, the loans from your policy are usually tax-free. Here's where it gets powerful for generational wealth. Money in your life insurance policy isn't just for you. It can pass on to your children or grandchildren, tax-free. Imagine leaving a legacy where your family doesn't just inherit money, but a system that allows them to continue building wealth without going into debt. Families who master this system aren't relying on luck or high-risk investments. They're using a proven strategy that combines security, growth, and flexibility. That's how the rich really stay rich. They control their money instead of letting banks or the government control it. Some people think infinite banking is risky or too complicated. The truth is, it's simpler than most investments. You don't need to be a financial genius, and you don't have to navigate the stock market roller coaster. Your money is protected, guaranteed to grow, and accessible. Others worry about losing their cash value. As long as premiums are paid, your policy remains active, your cash value grows, and you maintain access to your money. Think of it as a financial safety net and a growth engine at the same time. Start with the Infinite Banking Strategy Review, link below. Educate yourself. Learn about whole life insurance and infinite banking. Understand how cash value works. Work with a trusted professional. Find a financial advisor who understands infinite banking. This ensures your policy is structured correctly for long-term growth. Start small. You don't need a massive policy to begin. Even starting small creates a foundation that grows over time. Be patient and consistent. The real power of this strategy comes from patience and consistency. Over years and decades, your policy can become a financial powerhouse. The mindset shift building generational wealth isn't just about money, it's about mindset. You're moving from being a borrower to being a lender. You're no longer letting banks profit off your life. You're creating a self-sustaining system that grows over time, benefits your family, and can even give you financial freedom while you're alive. The wealthy have always known this secret. They understand the power of life insurance and infinite banking. It's not about flashy cars or big houses. It's about control. Control over cash flow, control over debt, control over how their money grows, and control over what they leave behind. They know that true wealth isn't just money in the bank. It's a system that works for them continuously, quietly building more wealth. Over time, even when they're not actively working. By using this strategy, you're not just planning for the future, you're creating it. You're designing a system that continues to generate wealth, even for generations that haven't been born yet. Your money becomes a tool that works for you and your family, allowing opportunities, freedom, and security to multiply. It's a way to take back financial power and ensure that your legacy lasts far beyond your lifetime. If this message made you think differently about money, banks, or protecting your family's future, the next step is not a sales call. Infinite banking is a long-term strategy, not a product, and it's not right for everyone. To help determine whether this approach fits someone's goals, cash flow, and expectations, we've created a short Infinite Banking Strategy Review. Start with the strategy review linked below. If it appears to be a potential fit, the viewer will be invited to schedule a brief educational conversation. No pressure, no obligation, just clarity. Start with the strategy review linked below.